Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Shalon, Self-Love Queen, Passionista, and Emotional Energy Alchemist. I'm here to help you along your self-love journey and to navigate the energies at this time. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Rose Oracle card deck to see what is coming up for today. All right. So it is Wednesday, July 5th. We're going to see what is coming up for the energies for Wednesday, July 5th. All right. A few of them that hit the ground there. So the first card that came up is the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. All right. Really nurturing that inner child. All right. It's about reparenting yourself, giving yourself the love and care and attention that you are longing for, maybe that you didn't get as a child, that you were needing at this time. The reason people as adults react the way they do in situations is because they're coming from a wounded child place. It's that inner child that was hurt long time ago that is reacting instantly. Okay? That is hurting, that is sad, that is angry. And that's the place that they're coming from all the time. They don't know any other way to be. Okay? And so it's about nurturing that part of yourself that is still hurting, maybe, that is sad. Okay? Let's see what the card has to say. I went right to it. So it says, we can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule, right? And beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. All right. Maybe you, when you were a child, maybe every time you made a mistake, you got in trouble from your parent or from your teacher when you got the answer wrong, right? And that all adds up over the years, right? Like you think that you need to be perfection, right? We don't have all the answers as adults. We still don't tell anybody, but as adults, we still don't know all the answers, right? We are learning, we are evolving every day. There is no schedule. There is no, like, each person is on their own timeline. All right. You cannot compare your journey today to somebody's journey that they've been doing for 7 years already, right? It's just unrealistic. You're not at the same level. You're not at the same place, and that's okay. All right? So be kind to yourself with that. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves to find a way to soften, okay? Soften into the earth. That's what I'm getting, okay? Grounding. To remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we are all innocent children of the stars and the earth, okay? The flowers are here for us. They're a safe, soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. Take time to play like a child. What do children love to do? I'm just thinking, I was like, they love to pick dandelions, right? They love to like blow the seeds all over the place, right? They take time to savor in those things that as adults, we don't see the same anymore. All right. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's reminding you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart so that they feel safe and secure and know that you've got them. Okay. We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world didn't feel safe. All right. And no matter how much we've grown, we as adults are hurt or triggered. It's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. Let your inner child know that you are the adult now and that you will protect them, that they are safe. Okay? So the soul inquiry is, how can you tenderly tend to the child within? Beautiful. The next card is the Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness and untamed. All right. To really let your uniqueness shine. I was just talking the other day with a couple people actually in there. So, well, some people like to comment, that's not normal. And I always respond with, normal is just the setting on a dryer, right? Because who are we to decide what is normal and what is not normal, right? Who actually did decide what is normal or not normal, right? Who at one point in time had the authority to decide that, right? And it is when we unapologetically embrace our uniqueness and shine that uniqueness out to the world that we find other people like us. We find our tribe. We find our community. We, people are drawn to us, the right people. Okay? So don't be afraid to show up as exactly who you are without the fear of judgment. All right? We're being shamed. That comes from past wounding that is easily worked through. Okay? Something that I've worked through personally on my own and help people work through all the time now. So do it your way. Oh, I read that already. If someone says that you're not normal, say thank you, right? If someone says that what you're doing isn't normal, say naturally. The wild rose knows that no one rose is the same as another. She doesn't try to bloom in a neat row according to a schedule. She doesn't open and close according to who walks by. She trusts her timing and she blooms with wild abandon. Okay? She's resilient. She knows who she is, right? It's about, you need to do that inner work and discover who that is. Who are you showing up as, right? Are you showing up as the person that you were expected to show up as a child? Are you showing up as the person that you think society wants you to show up as? Or are you showing up as your true, authentic self and how you want to be seen in the world? Okay? The wild rose knows her true, unique nature, and she wants you to remember yours too. She knows that what makes you wild makes you free, okay? Follow the call of your inner wild woman, all right? That it's what's kept us contained that's causing us harm. That our diverse, unique nature is what's needed now more than ever, all right? What I'm getting is that, because women are so powerful and we've been tamed by the patriarchy system, right? Because when women, it was taught to us when we were little that women don't behave that way, right? Be a good girl, right? That's not ladylike. Who came up with all of that? Right? Think about it. So, this card comes with an invitation to do what would make you feel most free. Okay? To trust in the very thing that makes you stand out. Embrace your uniqueness. All right. You were never meant to grow in a perfect, cultivated way. You were never meant to bloom in unison with someone else. You were never meant to be captive or controlled. Nature is full of diversity. It's imperative to its survival, and it is to ours too. So be who you came here to be. Express what you came here to express. Sing the song that you came here to sing. Together, the wild ones will be the ones who set us all free. All right? Tap into that inner wild woman. So, the rose transmission, if you place your hand on your chest, is I free myself of what keeps me captive. I allow the unique wildness within me to be free. Okay. Releasing resistance to that. Okay. Think about what's coming up right now is what are you afraid of? Right? If you showed up authentically as yourself, what are you afraid of? Think about that. So the second bloom is a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. Okay, so with this full moon that we just had coming up, we were talking the other day about writing a new story. Okay, it's not just a new chapter. It's a new story. It's a second chance. It's a new beginning, okay? It's about making different choices this time, right? You may be presented with the same opportunities, but making different choices, taking different actions, doing things in a different way, all right? So let's see. This is a card of second chances, new beginnings, regeneration, and reinventing yourself, okay? Claiming your inner wild woman, all right? It's never too late to surrender to what is blooming within you. All that matters is that you surrender to the buds that are longing to grow and be known. No matter your age or what may have previously occurred, this card is an invitation to surrender to the second bloom. Remember to release the timeline, right? That things aren't happening as fast as you think they should. Things aren't happening the way you expected them to, right? You're too old for this. You're too whatever. Like, release that. It is your lifetime. Nobody else's. Things are happening in divine timing, the way they were meant to happen, the way your soul signed up for it to happen. Okay? No matter your age, okay, I read that. To welcome the new and share it with the world. To acknowledge the secret passions, longings, creations, and yearnings, and let them bud and bloom. Okay? So, like, showing up in your own uniqueness. If we properly allow things to end, new beginnings will always come. If we surrender to the cycles of life, after winter, spring will always return, right? With this full moon in Capricorn that we just had, we were releasing so much stuff, okay? Limiting beliefs, mindset, karmic ties, karmic cycles. What else was coming up? Past lifetime stuff. It was all being released, okay? And that is so that we can have this new beginning, right? And we trust, right? After winter comes spring. After spring comes summer, after summer comes fall, after fall comes winter, and so it repeats, right? We trust in that. We know that. We find comfort in that because we know that that's how it always has been. And so is this, right? When one cycle ends, there's a new, fresh beginning, a new, fresh opportunity, right? And you get to decide how you want to show up with that. And you cannot tend your wild child, or your wild child, maybe it is your inner wild child. You can't tend your wild woman when you have an injured inner child, right? When your inner child doesn't feel safe and secure and protected, right? So just, oh my goodness. If we tend the seeds of the fertile earth, they'll eventually emerge. Just as we think the season's over and winter's drawing near, some roses bless us with an unexpected second bloom. If this card appears in a spread, it's a likely sign that you too are set for a second bloom. All right? Perhaps you have a creation that's waiting to be brought forth. Or maybe it's a new relationship or passion in your life. Maybe what's waiting to be born is a new version of you. Wild woman. The more open you are to change, the more open we are to life. The more open we are to life, the more open we are to being born again anew. You get to decide. How do you want to show up? How do you want this next cycle of your life to look? Who do you want to be? Right? Releasing the fear that that's not possible. Breaking free from those chains that are keeping your wild woman stuck, restricted. Okay? Yes, this is what it means to truly live. Being open to saying yes to life. So when you eventually take your last breath, you'll do so while still fully living. When you get to the end of your life, are you going to be able to say that I truly lived? So the next question, your soul inquiry. What unexpected thing wants to bloom within you? What is your soul calling to? What lights you up and brings you joy to do all the time? Follow that. Follow the little niggle, those little pulls at your heartstrings. Okay? Beautiful messages for today. These readings are timeless, so if you happen to come across this on a different date, there is definitely going to be a message here for you, and I would love for you to share any aha moments or anything that resonated with you in the comments. If you would like to work with me further, I do soul-filled oracle card guidance where we dive deeper into limiting beliefs and clearing those, as well as giving you tools and techniques along your journey. I also have my group coaching program, Self-Love Queen Academy, if that is something that you're looking for to feel supported along your journey and to find your community of like-minded women. That is coming up in the fall. You're able to get on the wait list for that. And yeah, that was, I guess, it for today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram, Shalon_selflovequeen, as well as Facebook, Shalon Lockhart. And just thank you so much for being here today and sharing your energy with me. Remember, you weren't meant to blend in, you were born to shine. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.